Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
This is the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. We are here to talk about the season finale of Batman, the Animated Series, episode 61 to 65. But before we get into that, let me introduce my guest for this evening. My first guest, he might put a little doll underneath his pillow. It is Daniel. Daniel, how are you doing today?
A doll under my... What does that even mean? Is that like for the tooth? Like a doll? Like the doll fairy? Like the tooth fairy is going to come and take my doll and give me money?
Well, you might be worried. You might be a worry man, I'll say.
Does he put the doll under his pillow in the episode? I don't even remember that. Is that a thing?
It's part of the episode. It's one of the episodes. The worry man. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Of course, my next guest, he is dating Talia. It is Skyler.
I got a doll, and nice. I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
I'll take that.
This is garbage. I hate this place.
You know what, Abrar? I'm doing great. Thank you.
Why do you even invite me here just to bully me?
I always put Skyler under the bus every episode. I was like, you know what? Let me give him the flowers.
Nah, he deserves to be under the bus.
I'll take that. You know what, Abrar? You're my flower. How about that?
Oh, let's not bring that up. All right, guys, let's get it going here. Episode 61. It is the Demon Quest Part 1. Robin returns to Gotham University and sneaks into his room, only to find a group of people waiting for him. They hit him with a tranquilizer dart, and he falls unconscious. The leader of the group, a man in a jackal mask, is pleased. This scene alone, it's really great. I do like how they use the shadows, the mysterious aspect in this scene here. It's great. And also, the title card doesn't show up until after the scene.
Was this really the first episode we watched?
Yeah, the Demon Quest.
I watched all of our episodes like a week ago. So I don't remember the order.
See, he doesn't remember the episodes either.
No. I will remember them. I will remember them as we talk about them. It'll be fine. It'll all work out great. The Demon's Quest, really? That's now. All right.
That is right now. And after that, there's part 2.
I know this is a 2-parter because I watched it.
Okay. Yes.
I remember.
I don't know if you watched.
Well, I don't know if you, Skyler, Daniel, if you watched them either.
Yeah, you didn't remember the Worrymen under the pillow.
Yeah.
Worrymen.
I remember that.
We all remember the worries, men's. Well, later, Batman returns, not the movie, to the Batcave. I don't know. And tells Alfred that Robin has been missing for 2 days and his searches has been fruitless. Alfred gives him a postcard that is addressed to Bruce Wayne. He opens it up and is shocked to find a note inside referring to him as Batman. The note is attached to a picture of Robin tied up.
I didn't like this picture. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I don't like it either. The way they took the picture is like scandalous.
Yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but
I see what you mean.
Sticks and stones may break my butt. That's what he said.
Might break my butt.
Just then, a mysterious man and his servants enter the Batcave, revealing that they know who he is. The man introduced himself as Ra's al Ghul, and his servants.
Ra's al Ghul?
Is it Mr. Ra's al Ghul?
I say this with no disrespect meant. Do you think that lady's still alive?
That came out, 20 years ago? Yeah, I would say so.
Ago.
Yeah, I would say so.
Wow.
She's probably like 80.
Batman Begins is 20 years old.
Yeah, think about that.
No, I don't want to. Go on.
Yeah, it's a little too far. So he introduced himself as Mr. Ra's al Ghul and his servants as Ubu. He tells Batman that Robin and his daughter, Talia, were abducted on the same night and proposes an alliance. As they talk, Ra's begins coughing a lot, but waves off Batman's offer of help, saying he is simply very old. Batman and Ra's al Ghul as a tag team, I smell money here.
What, in like a Steve Austin teams with Triple H kind of way?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. Is that good? Do we want that?
They were raising hell, but
they're both Hall of Famers.
They are 2-time too. This is our first introduction of this version of Ra's al Ghul. What do you guys think about this particular fellow?
He's up to something. That's what I think.
Do you like his design wise? Of course, people get confused with Nostromos back in the day.
No one got confused with Nostromos back in the day. No one did. He's wearing green. I think he looks cool. He looks
cool. He got the facial hair. What about you, Daniel? Do you like this look?
Yeah, he looks fine. I don't necessarily think it's like the most exciting design for a character ever, but like it works. It's iconic. It's definitely like the version of this character that I think of when I think of this character. So
what is the most iconic version of Ra's al Ghul? Like, what is?
It's not Liam Nielsen.
Well, that's not a person's name.
Oh, excuse me. It's not Mr. Naked Gun.
I don't know what the fuck. No, it is probably this one, right? Like this is probably the one.
I think so.
Like this is the one that I think of when I think of it. And then even like the Arkham version is just this, but slightly different. So.
Yeah.
Well, he is very old. But based on clues in the photograph, Batman deduces that they may be in Calcutta. As they start to exit the cave, Batman starts to walk past Ra's, but Ubu, overzealous, shoves him back, calling him infidel. Batman angrily does nothing, calling Ubu's reaction strike one. Ooh. Are we getting a Batman versus Ubu at WrestleMania 42?
He just doesn't.
No, not a year in it. Versus Ubu?
Versus Ubu?
That's like a backlash match. That's not.
That's a giant. That's worse than Giant Gonzalez. Well, because he pushes him because like, oh, no one else is allowed to go through the door before Ra's, which is an important plot point that you skipped over because the thing that you didn't write is not telling you the important things.
That's what I just said. True. Batman starts to walk past Ra's.
Yeah, but it didn't say. But Ra's then explains.
Infidel.
Yeah,
I just explained it.
No, but Ra's explains why he did it.
He's like, Ubu's excitable because you're not allowed to go into the Pizza Hut before I get my pizza.
I always get to order first. And then I also order for you.
My boneless chicken wings, and you will get nothing, detective, and you'll like it.
You can have the bone.
Ra's al Ghul is sponsored by Pizza Hut. Do you like that? Is that a good bit for your show? No, you're not feeling it?
Well, what about Little Caesars? Don't they have that portable pizza thing where you can get it through a code? Have you guys done that?
This
What does that have to do with Ra's al Ghul?
always has to be like, oh, what about the other brand? It's like, I didn't say that one, Abrar. He's sponsored by Pizza Hut, and it's canon now.
All right. Ra's al Ghul is Pizza Hut. On Raish's plane, he explains that he knows Batman's secret identity based on a worldwide survey of goods bought that could be used and equipment. After Talia saw him without his mask, her description was all that it was necessary to confirm his identity as Mr. Bruce Wayne.
He is one of the most rich and famous people on the planet, so
Yeah.
it makes sense that she'd be like, I think that was Bruce Wayne.
Well, Raish begins to cough again, and Batman expresses his concern. Raish tells him that he is fine, as Napoleon himself once told him, a strong will can weak body. Batman gets the feeling Raish isn't being completely honest with them.
Do you think at that moment Batman was like, that's odd. Napoleon Bonaparte died hundreds of years ago? Or do you think he was just like, oh, okay, this guy's really old?
He was just still thinking about Talia.
Oh, yes. Hopefully, if it was kids these days, it would be like Napoleon Dynamite.
Kids oh my god.
Kids these days
They
don't
would
know who
not.
Napoleon Dynamite is.
They would not. Kids these days don't remember Napoleon Dynamite. They don't remember the Napoleon Dynamite animated show. They don't remember any of it. They remember Napoleon starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh man. Well, he was the Joker.
They don't care about Napoleon. He does not have a low taper fade. It's not important to them.
Yeah, if Napoleon had like the broccoli haircut, then kids would be into it.
I agree. Well, have you guys ever had this bad of a cough where it's annoying to others?
Why are you asking me about
annoying?
Right,
do you think Batman was annoyed?
A little bit.
Batman's like, knock it off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to solve crimes. Stop coughing.
It's hard to talk when people have this bad of a cough.
I don't know. Have you ever been in the movie theater while someone's had a bad cough?
Ooh, good question. Yeah.
And what did you do about it?
Nothing.
You didn't give somebody a seizure?
Oh, no one knows about the story. I'll say at the end of the show.
No, you won't. Guys. Say it now or say it never.
I'll say it before the show starts.
Starts.
They make it to India and search for the mercenary cult supposedly responsible for the kidnappings. Ubu once again pushes Batman back so that Raish may go first, which Batman considers strike two. The mercenaries attack and Batman easily defeats them. He interrogates one of them and learns the children are now in Malaysia. They travel really fast.
That's what rich people do in their jets.
I just feel like if you were going to kidnap Robin, like you could have probably found a closer place to drag his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we find out there's a reason they took him to where they took him. This is all.
Well, I know, but at this point, it's like this is so far away. It's at least a 16-hour flight.
No, well, not for them, and they're very, very rich planes. They go fast. That's why Taylor Swift is always at football games, because she has a very fast jet that it's good for the environment, actually.
Yeah, that's very. What are you doing, Taylor? If you're listening to here.
No. Her jet cleans the air when she flies.
Oh.
It's powered by her music and her magic.
She has magic?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, I have to talk to her now.
No, it's fine. You're a friend of the Swifties on this show, right?
There is one Swiftie. I have not talked to her since that episode, but yeah, I do know Swiftie.
What, like she was a guest on this?
No, I have a Swiftie on a long time ago, maybe a year ago. But I don't know where she went. On the show. Is
this true? Did that happen?
Yeah, I had a Swiftie.
All right.
While driving through a rainforest in Malaysia, Ra's al Ghul goes on at a length and about humanity's destruction of the environment. Good reference there, Skyler. Batman
What'd I say?
Remember, you just said Taylor Swift and the environment, and Ray Charles was talking about the environment.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm off my game today. I don't know what's going on.
Everyone's off their game today. I am. Batman defends Wayne Enterprises environmental activity, but Ra's al Ghul says that force is required, not just money. I do agree with Ra's al Ghul here.
You do? You agree?
I agree. It's not about the
nature?
money. Yeah.
It's about sending a message.
Oh yes. Mother Nature always wins.
Yeah, that's what Thanos was saying too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Let's move on here. They make it to a temple, and Batman goes inside, only to find out that it's a trap. The door is closed, and a panther is released into the room. Batman and the panther fight for a moment, but its ability are no match for Batman's skills. He finally manages to defeat the panther by using a sleeping gas capsule on it. With the panther sedated, Ra's al Ghul comes in and find a map inside the location in the Himalayas. Once again, they head out, but this time Batman let Ra's al Ghul go first.
He scooped up a giant jungle cat in his cape.
Yes.
He just held it in there.
He made him go to sleep. He put the little sleepy sleep in there.
Very hard to do. Abrar, how would you do that?
No, I'll be eating alive. 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, I wouldn't lie about this.
No.
I'm like, oh, I'll kill the panther. No, I wouldn't do that.
No. Yeah. No. Of course.
I mean, there was already a Black Panther that already died, so I don't want to be a part of that issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Chadwick.
little morbid.
We love Chadwick.
We love Chadwick here.
This episode's cursed.
It is. There are other episodes that are cursed here. At least this one is as well. But Batman was like,
it's my fault. I'm on most of them. Sometimes I bring just a derailing energy to this.
We guess I'm a this guy. You know what I mean?
I used all my professionalism on my own show, and now I don't have any left.
Well, there wasn't much on there, to be fair.
Hey!
Whoa!
Bastard!
So Batman was like, after you. I was like, oh, Batman's up to something. Over the Himalayas, Batman prepares to parachute down while Ra's al Ghul and Ubu wait on the helicopter. Ra's al Ghul starts to cough again, and Ubu makes mention that how they must get him to one of the pits. No sooner as Batman jumped in than a missile is launched that zooms past him and destroys the helicopter. Batman lands and confronts a team of thugs, but defeats them with ease. He landed on snow. We need more episodes of Batman in the snow. I just love the texture of the snow and Batman and his cape. I love that. I just love that scenery.
Didn't we watch like one of the worst animated episodes where he was in the snow and on ice?
Which one was that?
Did that? That was. I'm not gonna remember, but it happened.
Snow. Was it with Catwoman? The one where I think I know what you're talking about. Well, all I'm saying is I feel like Batman in Snow fits with the character.
Batman is in the snow quite a bit. That's why Mr. Freeze is such a good villain.
Oh yes, and we haven't seen him since that episode.
We've only seen him the once.
He's dead. He died.
Oh come on. Well, Batman finally finds Robin, but is attacked by a couple of thugs. There are no match for him, and Robin is freed. Just then, the torchlight and the jackal mask man comes in, applauding. Batman unmasks him, revealing it is. You guys say it.
He doesn't just unmask him; he like manhandles his face. He like grabs his forehead like he's palming a basketball. He just rips this thing off his head. He stumbles back, and it's Ra's al Ghul.
It's Ra's al Ghul. Were you guys surprised with the reveal here?
No,
he was other than the mask, he was wearing all the same clothes, and I mean, he's Ra's al Ghul. Like we knew where this was going.
We knew Ra's has been up to stuff since we saw him at the end of the first Talia episode.
Yeah, so that is the father of Talia in that episode. Remember, we didn't know who that character was.
The what?
The Faja. The Faja.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the same dude. But Ra's al Ghul asks how long Batman has been up on to him. Batman replies, from the very beginning, the only way Ra's al Ghul could have known Robin and Talia were kidnapped on the same night as if he himself had done it. The thugs who attacked them always knew exactly where they were and where they were exactly. Finally, the one time Ubu didn't care that Batman walked ahead of Ra's al Ghul was when he entered the temple to confront the Panther. Something beyond Ra's al Ghul's control. Ra's al Ghul is highly impressed as Talia appears beside him. Ra's al Ghul was like, "Oh man, you're so OP, Batman. I love you."
It's the world's greatest detective.
Yeah, man. Declaring his interest at the end. In the end, Batman starts to leave with Robin. Ubu tries to force him to stay, but Batman overpowers him. Strike 3. Ra's al Ghul applaud him again and explains that the whole ruse was a test. He needs a man to succeed him as a ruler of his vast empire. And Batman has now proven his worthiness. And because Talia loves him. Would you guys accept this offer by Ra's al Ghul?
Yes.
I mean, did you see how she was dressed? I mean, come on.
I would. Now, don't get me wrong. Batman is the hero, and he's right for not taking up Ra's offer. He's doing the right thing. He's better than that. But would I take it? Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Here's the thing, right?
I'm the head of the
demon.
detective. Done. He's dead.
I'm the head of the demon, right? So I get to take over this like bioterrorist organization. But once I'm in charge, like they have to do what I say, right? Because I'm the guy. We can just not do murder crimes and start doing like crimes that are good. Like we can really turn this car around, and I get a hot wife.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, you're leaving for a new life. It is tough for other people.
I ain't got nobody that I'd need to be worried about for that. That's fine.
I think there would be a civil war amongst the organization. There'd be outliers that'd be like, Batman doesn't want to do global terrorist crimes, and so we must kill the Batman. But that's
probably
true. You're Batman. Like you're already dealing with that now.
And Talia would be on my side because she doesn't really want to do that either.
I guess it depends on the version of Talia. This one doesn't seem like she would.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a different character from the last time we saw her, right? She's like completely different. She's not like a Black Widow spy.
No, but her dad's here.
Yeah. You gotta change.
People do act different around their parents.
Would you be a Black Widow spy in front of your dad, Abrar?
No. Good question.
She's weirdly wearing like less clothes, so that's strange.
Yeah, it is.
They're trying to tantalize Bruce. They need to trick him.
Yeah. Well, they're also like in the desert for a lot of it, so like it's pretty hot. Like I get it.
Well, though temporarily surprised, Batman still refuses as much to Talia's disappointment. Ra's al Ghul declares
Just the wrong call.
Yeah, it is a decision he had to make, man. Ra's al Ghul declares them to be enemies, but is overcome by a coughing pit and collapses to the floor. Talia says that he must be taken to the Lazarus Pit, a source of mysterious chemicals that have kept him alive for 600 years.
That's a lot.
600 years. Okay.
That's too much.
Well, what's 600 years ago? That's what 400.
Not what's 600 years ago. 600 years from 1993.
1993. Well,
that makes the math easier. It would be 1393.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Hold on, let me Google something that happened in 1393. You keep going.
Okay. At her arguing, Batman helps lower Ra's al Ghul into the pit, and it succeeds too well. Ra's al Ghul jumps out of the pit with the speed and strength of a young man. By laughing crazy, Talia tries to calm him, but he lifts her into the air and prepares her to throw her into the pit. Cliffhanger.
That's crazy.
Yeah, would you guys enter the Lazarus pit if you guys have to?
No.
Yeah. Easy.
Once I'm dead, I'm done. I'm not doing it again.
I'll do it. It sounds fun. And I get to be crazy? Hell yeah, brother.
Now you gotta pay the Lazarus pit taxes. I don't think so. Nice try.
That is true.
No, but it'd be my pit because I would also now I get to live like 600 plus years and have a hot wife and be the leader of a superpower organization. Like, come on. What are we talking about?
I'll try the
best possibility.
I'll try the Lazarus pit one time and then I'll call it quits.
Oh, yeah, I'll just do heroin the once. I don't think so.
Oh, you're right. It does come addicting as Rachel Ghoul.
Once I'm dead, you leave me in the ground. I refuse to participate. In fact, do it today.
No, don't do it today. Don't do it today.
Right now, today.
Don't do it because we're about to get into episode 62, the continuation, the two-parter of the Demon Quest Part 2.
So something that happened in 1393 is that there was some royal ball for the King of Paris, and a fire broke out, and a bunch of like big name royal people died.
Oh, like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones?
I mean, not kind quite, of. No. So Ra's al Ghul was there.
Well, I guess maybe. How old would he have been? Because if he, do we think he was literally saying exactly 600, or do we think it was like vague?
That was my next question. Like, has he been doing League of Assassins, League of Shadows stuff? What's it called in this?
League of Shadows.
League of Shadows. Was he doing League of Shadows stuff back then?
If he was, that was him. He did.
Or yeah. Or was he literally born 600 years ago? Because
these are important questions. We're gonna have to hit up the writers of the show.
I think the fact that a big thing happened that killed a bunch of rich, affluent people, that's got League of Shadows written all over it. I think that was his
definitely.
That was his thing. He's a 3-star.
But we also don't have any reason to believe that he's the first head of the demon.
That's true.
True.
Who did he kill to take
the
thing from?
Genghis Khan.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He's oh man, he was alive for a long time.
Think about all that.
Yeah. Well, Ra's al Ghul prepares to throw Talia. I was about to say Natalia, but not Natalia. Talia.
Natalia Hart.
Yeah, I was about to say Natalia. Yeah. Natty, as they say. Into the Lazarus pit, but Ubu tells Batman that the chemicals will kill a healthy person. That makes sense. Batman uses a grapple to pull Ra's al Ghul back and forces him to drop Talia. She then confronts her father and slaps him twice, like in Batman Begins. He instantly regains his senses. Ra's al Ghul thanks her for his sanity back and Batman for Talia's life. They explain that the pit will make someone momentarily insane and that it won't work forever. Ra's al Ghul repeats his offer, but Batman still refuses. Come on! Ra's al Ghul decides that he will have to kill the Batman and activate a self-destruction sequence on the stronghold. Talia is upset, but Ra's al Ghul says they can just go to their desert stronghold. Batman and Robin are locked inside the room while it starts to crumble. Fortunately, they are able to climb onto the rope and use to lower Ra's al Ghul into the pit and climb it out of safety. They should have used this storyline in Dark Knight Rises. You think so?
Why?
Or no?
No, because Ra's was already done. We already did that.
But what if you keep him alive until the Dark Knight Rises?
They didn't. Batman let him die on that train.
Ra's al Ghul. He could have died and still not been dead. You know what I mean? You can get both. You can have both.
But that's not what happened.
We don't
I know.
Just because we didn't see him again doesn't mean he's really dead. He's Ra's al Ghul.
No, he was Liam Neeson.
I didn't see him pissing himself in the movie. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he pissed himself.
Oh, man.
pissed himself and said some not okay things.
Hey man, that's taken.
That's the head of the demon right there.
It's a self-report. It was a Roman Reigns self-report.
Nobody asked. He just said it.
Well, after a daring escape, including jumping down a cliff and avoiding an avalanche, the duo sees Ra's al Ghul to leaving. Robin claims that he's heard the word Orpheus several times. Looking it up at Wayne Enterprises, Bruce and Dick discover that it refers to a satellite that orbits a desert. Taking a plane to the desert, Batman infiltrates the stronghold by stealing the uniform of one of the thugs and joining a caravan. Excuse me. Why are they not using the Batwing to travel to Africa?
He was brought here by Ray. She doesn't have the Batwing.
Ah, yeah, you're right. Well, I thought that'd be faster. Maybe can you just call it Batwing?
I'm
That's
sure
not how
that
it
there's
works?
some way he could have.
Yeah.
He's Batman. All he would have had to do is hit a thing on his belt, and the writer agree, and the Batwing will show up.
Yeah. Come on. Once inside, he sneaks away, but Ubu finds him and attacks him. Batman is more than a match for his enemy, but is soon attacked by a gang and captured. Ubu prepares to kill Batman, but Ra's al Ghul shows up and orders Ubu to stop. They unmask him, and Ra's al Ghul is impressed and wants Batman alive to see what he's going to do. Mr. Al Ghul then orders them to take away his utility belt and to search him, which results is taking away his cape, gloves, and shirt. Look, guys, Batman without his cowl on his outfit, it looks like a different movie.
What do you mean?
Like you just see his cowl and just shirtless.
Oh, okay, yeah. What kind of movie are you
Honestly-
talking about?
Honestly, it's a little goofy. Everyone
Yeah.
here already knows who he is.
That's true.
So, like, he may as well have just not had the cowl on.
Okay, I remember. So it's not so much the no shirt and the no cape, but the cowl on. It's the fact that with the shirt off, but the pants, the tights with like the underwear outline.
It
You're
doesn't
like,
look right.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
You didn't plan for this, did you, Bruce?
Oh, he did not.
Now that you're naked in this arena, and I've got my large pepperoni from Pizza Hut.
Oh no, please. You gotta stop it there. Batman then tells Ra's al Ghul that he has nothing to lose in telling him of his plans. Ra's al Ghul is seeing that he owes Batman at that much, explaining that he intends to detonate bombs in the Lazarus Pit around the world. This will cause them to overflow, covering the world in chemicals, which will kill approximately, he did his research, 2,056,986,000 people, restore most of the world's ecosystems.
That's a lot of people.
It is it's too many people. Batman calls Ra's al Ghul completely insane, which only makes him and Ubu angry.
Ubu's getting a lot of play in this.
Yeah,
We're always
he's
talking
like
about what Ubu's up to.
he's a second-hand man, right? So
Yeah.
Apparently so.
is Ubu part of the lore of Ra's al Ghul or the League of Shadows?
I don't know.
I've never seen him outside of this.
Ah.
I feel like a name like Ubu is stupid enough that I'd remember it.
Well,
Get Ubu
yeah.
in the next the Batman Brave and the Bold movie, that's got Damian Wayne in it. We're gonna do the League of Assassins, League of Shadows type stuff.
Yeah, give Ubu his starring role in that series there or a movie.
Give Ubu a chance.
Yeah, yes,
Hashtag give Ubu a chance.
yes. Hashtag Ubu.
No, give Ubu a chance. That's what I said.
Yeah, okay,
Don't
there we
change
go. Give two hashtags. Well, before Ubu can do anything further to harm Batman, Ra's al Ghul stops him and orders him to be locked up. However, just before they do, Talia briefly stops them and much to Batman's surprise, she kisses him. Deep kiss. Talia says it's his way of remembering her, and they can continue to take Batman to his cell. Batman is locked up and guarded, but he soon finds a lockpick in his mouth, revealing that Talia has planted in there when she gave him that kiss, and Batman escapes. Look,
Damn,
we always
Batman.
need a Talia, you know?
Oh yeah.
Calm down there. Ra's al Ghul activates the bomb countdown despite Talia's protest. Batman, however, has other plans and detonates a room full of it was like a. I think he just blew up a room, I guess. The resulting explosions force Ra's al Ghul's people away while Batman attempts to shut off the countdown. Ubu attacks him, but Batman easily defeats him. Ra's al Ghul decides to take a personal stake in things and confronts Batman with a sword. Batman takes up a sword and both of them duel it out. This reminds me of the fight between Kyodai and Batman on the volcano. It reminds me of that similar scene there.
Like in the Northman.
Oh man, they go really hard in that movie. Really hard. Like you sometimes you have to look away for a few minutes and then you can watch it again because it gets a little crazy there.
Yes.
The fight rages towards the top of the pit, but Batman throws his sword at the signal device and stopping the countdown. Ra's al Ghul attacks in rage but loses his balance and falls towards the pit himself. Batman tries to save him, but Ra's al Ghul refuses and drops into the pit. Batman looks away while Talia shortly appears and begins to mourn the death of her Faja. What are you guys' thoughts on this scene here?
He's definitely dead forever.
Yeah. But he can always come back.
No,
No, what do you think,
Impossible.
Daniel?
died forever by falling into the thing that brings people back to life. But we
True.
were told that that you die. So he's dead.
Yeah.
They said a healthy person, and he was healthy, of course.
Yeah, do you think when they were doing the math for like how many people would die from flooding the world with Lazarus pits, that they took into account how many people at like sea level would actually be made more alive by it? And like, how dying do you have to be? Like, is having cancer enough, or do you have to be like about to die of cancer?
Well, we know. Okay, we know that there's multiple cases of like putting full blown corpses in there, right? Like,
Yeah.
like Jason Todd or whoever they did it to in the Arrow show.
Everyone, I think multiple
yeah.
people.
Yeah, you put them in the pit, and then they just come back. So like, yeah, what if they overflow a Lazarus pit and it like trickles down into a cemetery?
They're back.
And it floods a cemetery. Then you got zombies. You know what that? I like
That's all it
that.
takes.
Well, later, Batman and Talia leave the stronghold, where Talia explains that while she shares her father's vision,
What?
she doesn't. For Faja's vision,
Every time. Why every time?
she doesn't
You
go
have
to
to
the
hold
same.
them to a code.
Hey, Batman code. I can't kill people. She doesn't go to the same length to achieve them, but Batman assures her soon. Robin prepares the plane. Talia asks if she is now his prisoner. But instead of answering her question, Batman and Talia shares a passionate kiss before he boards the plane, and they both go their separate ways. Robin asks if they have seen the last of Ra's al Ghul. Batman believes that Ra's al Ghul is gone. However, Ra's al Ghul emerges from the pit laughing crazy.
Maniacally.
You give up on Maniac.
Yeah, I did.
We were specifically told that he would die if he fell in there. That's not fair.
It's okay because at the after credits it said Ra's al Ghul will return.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. It was a two-parter. For this season 1, our last two-parter for season 1 here, are we giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. This is this is all your very typical Ra's al Ghul stuff, just told very well. So yeah, good stuff.
Yes.
I agree too. It's a thumbs up for me. I just wish they used this storyline in one of the Nolan films, but they didn't.
Just make your own Batman movie.
Yeah.
And then steal from this 20-year-old cartoon.
He's going to be public domain in like a couple years. You can just do it.
Oh, right. When was he released or published? He was published.
I don't know, but I do know he goes public domain. Like I think like 2028 or something. Like it's soon.
And you know what that means? You know what that means?
More
as
Batman
soon as
movies.
any character hits public domain, it means extremely low budget, badly made horror slasher movie where Batman kills people in a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Yeah, we already had Batman versus Superman. Like what more do you
Excited
want?
to see it.
It
So
can't do worse. They literally can't
jump
do worse.
on it.
I heard the Winnie the Pooh sequel is good, but I don't believe them.
Shut the fuck
I don't believe
up.
them.
I'm sorry to swear on your show.
No, I don't believe
Shut
them.
the fuck up.
That's what they say, but I don't
Who
believe
said
them.
that? Who said
People,
that?
people
Get
online.
him on the show right now. Is it
I'm
your
calling
brother?
them. No.
Swiftie?
No, that's Swiftie.
We're gonna put some words on somebody this evening. You tell them to shut their mouths.
It's the people on the forums online.
It's really good. Oh my goodness.
Well, I do have an interesting fact for this two-parter here. This episode and the part 1 episode is included as a bonus cartoon from the DC Comics vault on the Blu-ray release of Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham, 2023.
And it came with a voucher for 1 free medium pizza with the purchase of any other medium or large size pizza at Pizza Hut.
Oh.
I don't.
I know The Dark Knight did
I
a
don't like this
promotion
bit.
with Domino's.
Yeah, well, that's different. That's not that.
That's different. That is different. I always remember the Domino's trailer for The Dark Knight. It's always great. If those who remember,
I don't remember that.
It's
but
lost media.
I remember the Man of Steel Subway commercial where he like lands and the guy's eating a sandwich and Henry Cavill just kind of like looks at him and then he flies away. What a great commercial that was.
Oh, they need to bring it back. For our corn sweat. But all right.
Sweat on that sandwich.
Have you guys tried that nachos Subway thing?
No,
Why?
that's ridiculous.
Hey, what does that have to do with Batman?
No, I just remember that they offer that. All right. Episode 63, Read My Lips. After a boxing match, the Take is transported through the halls, but instantly robbed by a trio of muggers. The bandits make a clean getaway by climbing an air vent and then jumping into a getaway truck just as the police arrive. They then go to their boss, Scarface, who claims that they'll own the town soon. The gang goes on its crime spree, leaving the police baffled. Later, Batman goes to talk to Commissioner Gordon about the spree. Gordon is concerned because the boss is too smart and all of his plans are easily evaded by the police. All he has is a videotape of the gang's last escape. The video shows the men escaping, leaving a crime scene with masks and gloves, so they cannot be identified. However, one of them tears his shirt, revealing a tattoo, and Batman identifies him as Charles Rhino Daly. How is that possible? How a computer figure out a tattoo of a person?
AI.
Well,
It has
if the crime reports say that the guy has a tattoo, then all you need to do is upload a description of the tattoo, and it's just like, yeah, here's the guy.
I feel like it'd be a pretty easy APB. Hey, we're looking for an 8-foot tall man who's 17 feet wide and has a rhino on his arm.
That's the easiest guy to find. And he goes by Rhino.
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna find him.
What are you talking about?
But
He's the
aren't
world's
there?
greatest detective.
Okay. But I feel like people might get tattoos of rhinos in Gotham City. Gotham City
How
is
many people
crazy.
do you know? How many people do you know?
I don't know anyone. I do know someone who might get one, but he's somewhere else.
Is it Steven from the sports
Y- y-
podcast?
Yes.
Well, let's tell him to get. I'll message him right now and say get a rhino tattoo.
Make sure it's not Rhino from Craven,
No,
not that
that's
guy.
him. That's him. It's his decision.
Okay. Batman goes to interrogate Rhino, but the police arrive before he gives any information. Batman then follows him to his hideout where Rhino insists to see the boss, Scarface. One of the thugs goes to get Scarface after hearing that Batman is on the case. To Batman's shock, it is revealed that Scarface isn't actually a ventriloquist puppet, seemingly controlled by a small, bespectacled man. Guys, this is our first introduction of this version of Scarface. What do you guys think about this dummy?
Scarface is awesome.
Oh.
Oh.
I've never liked Scarface. I think he's boring. He's just like a nerd with a toy. I don't know. I've never found him like exciting.
No. I wouldn't say boring, but he leans goofier.
Sure. Yeah.
No. I think he should also be easier to beat than he was in this episode. I think because there's a portion where we'll get to it here in a second where Batman is like alone with the ventriloquist.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just cuff him, take him, or just like grab steal the puppet, and then what's he gonna do? He doesn't even know what to do.
Well, do you guys
take the puppet out of the room?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But do you guys like the design of this particular Scarface? It's more of like a mob type of
Yeah.
He's dressed up as a mob.
He plays
guy.
into like the 30s gangster thing, like, hey,
Yeah.
come on. You knucklehead, get in the car and we'll rob a bank. Yeah, it works.
But he doesn't dress like that in the comics, right? He's like more of a dummy-ish. Like what is that from Goosebumps? Slappy. He was more
Slappy?
Yeah.
I don't think he was ever looking like Slappy.
Mm.
But no, what I like about this episode the most is all the goons are just like they clearly get that this dude is crazy and just has a puppet, but he's also doing like criminal mastermind stuff. Like he's drawing up plans for them that work. So they're like, we don't really get it, but we'll do it because we're making money.
Yeah, it's just like those guys from Zeus, that Zeus episode. His gang is like, yeah, we'll just do whatever he asks us to do. The thugs are easily to be, compromised to do anything. Well, once Rhino explains how Batman was onto him, Scarface figures that there's a squealer in his team. He goes back to his bed, and the thugs talk amongst themselves, letting the newest member know that the ventriloquist is just hired help, and Scarface is the real brain of the outfit. Have you guys seen a ventriloquist show before?
I've seen Harley Cameron.
Oh yeah, she is one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Daniel makes a good point.
Yeah. She does really good Mercedes Monnier, that is for sure. Does she do others?
I mean, probably. I mean, she just knows how to do it, so I guess she probably could. She's only got the one puppet on the show, but I don't know what she does in her free time. She might have one of you for all I know.
Whoa. Who's that comedian who does that? Who does the dummies?
Jeff Dunham.
Oh, is he still canceled?
What do you mean? You don't get canceled?
I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever. I've seen the movie Dead Silence. Does that count for anything?
Oh, that's perfect. Great movie.
One, Dead Silence.
Oh.
Oh, great movie. It's a bit of a.
Well, you don't like Dead Silence? It's a great dude. It came out 2007. Great time to be a horror fan.
You know what? I'll give you a great twist. How about that?
Oh, it's great. Yes, absolutely. Well, that night, Batman searches the hideout and finds
Great Donnie Wahlberg. All right, continue.
Oh, he was in that movie. Also in Saw.
Too.
Batman. Oh, he hit ice. Batman searches the hideout and finds that Scarface is indeed just a puppet. During his search, he runs into the real ventriloquist.
This is gonna be a hard episode for you.
It's gonna be a hard one, yeah.
Ventriloquist. I gotta.
It's a weird word.
There you go. That was it.
I just gotta say it slower, you know.
Yeah.
It's a weird word, and people don't use it a lot.
Yeah,
it's a dead art form.
It is. Jeff Dunham. He interrogates him.
He's also dead.
Yeah. He claims he knows nothing, but Batman believes he is just playing dumb, like a dummy. Suddenly, Scarface wakes up and calls him in, seeing how frightening the ventriloquist is. Batman leaves that after planting a bug on him. Guys, our ventriloquist is sweating a lot. He also looks like the Clock King.
He's also not wearing pants.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's like one little bit where he runs over to the window to close it after the Scarface is like, what'd you leave the window open for? I'm freezing as a meat locker in here.
Yeah, close the window, you mug.
Yeah, see, yeah. He's the Toes from Courage the Cowardly Dog. And he runs over and there's a shot of him full body. He's like one stiff breeze from just having his tuchus out.
Ass in the breeze, absolutely.
You will definitely feel that draft. Back at the Batcave, Batman plays back the voices of both the ventriloquist and Scarface, noting that even the computer is fooled into thinking that they're two different people.
This is the most unhelpful Alfred has ever been.
Yes.
My word, that sounds like two different people. Alfred, get out of here. I know, but it's not.
I would say he's less helpful in the next episode.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah, he does help. He does ruin some people in the next episode. Batman deduces that the ventriloquist suffers from multiple personality disorder, and that he and Scarface are essentially two different people in one body. He decides to listen until Scarface reveals his plans. Guys, I did mention about Slappy from Goosebumps. Who will win in a fight between Scarface or Slappy?
Scarface has a gun.
Oh, he does. You know,
but Slappy's haunted.
He is haunted.
Slappy can move on his own. That's true.
Scarface can't move without a pudgy old man with a Friar Tuck haircut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think Slappy's gonna take this one.
Slappy,
I guess we'll just have to see.
Well, we'll make it happen in WWE 2K.
All right, but then throw Chucky in there.
Oh, are there other dummies out there?
Well, Chucky's not a dummy.
There's you. Hey,
to be fair.
Ah.
So if we're going, yeah, that was the obvious bit. I didn't take it.
Got him.
But Daniel, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, in his hideout, Scarface explains that there's a shipment of platinum being held on a luxury liner, and his men are to steal it. However, he feels that there will be a double cross from one of them. He doesn't know who it is yet, but he vows to kill him when he finds out. The thugs head out, and they make their way into the ship and help themselves to the precious metal bars. But Batman arrives and attacks them. The fight is brief, however, as Rhino shoves a whole stack of metal bars on Batman, knocking him out cold. Batman wakes up, tied up over a pit of dummies with sharp and blood-stained fingernails all pointing up. Scarface explains that the heist was a trap, and they knew of Batman's leaving the bug. Batman tells Scarface that he had inside help, but he refuses to tell who it is. Scarface orders Batman killed, but he gives in and says that the ventriloquist is the traitor. Hold on, guys. All these ventriloquist words are making me thirsty.
I thought you were gonna do ventriloquism while you were drinking the water.
Oh, yeah, I can do that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, make Jar Jar speak while you do that.
Yeah, bring the Jar Jar head over.
Oh,
You need to do
Misha.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
Misha.
that was better than I thought he was gonna do. Although I don't care for the oddly sexual Misa as you.
Yeah.
So,
Made it sound like he saw a bigger fish.
oh, penguin. Well,
the goober fish.
oh, well,
More like the boober fish.
Ayo.
well, the ventriloquist denies it that he's the
bleep
traitor.
that out. You gotta bleep that out, Abrar.
No, I'm putting it in.
What Daniel just said, you gotta bleep it out.
What did he say?
Oh, he said it.
What? No, it's fine. It's not fine. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Well, Batman starts using his own ventriloquism skills to make it sound like the ventriloquist is insulting Scarface. Angered, Scarface orders the ventriloquist to be killed, but his thugs worry that if they kill the dude, they kill Scarface. Scarface decides he'll do it himself, but Batman gets free and throws a batarang that cuts off the puppet's hand. The thugs then attack Batman, but none of them, not even the humongous Rhino, is a match for him. Is there anything Batman can't do?
Kill people.
Besides the obvious.
He can't do that thing where you like put your arms behind your back and touch your fingertips. He can't do that because he's too jacked.
That is true. Have you seen his chest from the last episode?
Oh, we saw it.
Oh, he's wide. He's a wide boy.
Very wide. Well, finally, one of the thugs grabs Scarface's discarded machine gun and shoots at Batman, but instead hits Scarface, riddling the puppet with thousands of bullets.
Oh my god, this was horrific.
Yeah.
This was like in RoboCop when he gets all his arms blown off.
Oh, dude. It's like, what is it? Beginning of the movie, right? Man, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's fairly the beginning. This is if Scarface the puppet is your comfort character, look away because this is gore.
This is a little too much. The thug is knocked out by a batarang while the ventriloquist cries over Scarface's punctured body. Dude, he's dead. The ventriloquist is taken to Arkham, where after a few months, he is given medication that the doctors believe has cured him of Scarface's personality. However, in secret, the ventriloquist has been crafting a new body for Scarface. That was the end of the episode there. Do you guys give this Scarface episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I thought it was a fun little use of this character.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I would probably agree. Like it's a pretty good episode. I truly don't know like what more you could do with this character. Like I think that it's probably the best thing you could do with him. Other than
it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like I don't know any episode where I get to see a dummy get lit up. That's gonna give it a thumbs up. So
yeah, it's to introduce a sillier premised character in such a grounded world that they've established, you have to lean into it being silly, and I think that they do that well enough while keeping it also like, oh, the ventriloquist is very mentally ill, and all the thugs realize they're working for a puppet, but they're just doing it anyways.
Yeah, man. Like, look, we have what's his name? Clayface, right? He's made of mud. Of course, it's not like a real thing that will happen. So this, at the moment,
you were way too easy to agree with me on that. You went to medical school.
It's not. Look, anything could happen in this world. I don't know. Anything can happen, but at the moment, not right now. So this episode makes sense to me. I do have an interesting fact for this episode.
Hmm.
DC wanted the ventriloquist to be rather a terrible ventriloquist, mangling his pronunciations while when speaking as Scarface, as he is in the comics. But Paul Dini felt it would hamper the voice's actor's performance and talked them out of it.
Wanted them to pronounce words wrong.
Yeah,
Like he's just not good.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like that would go against the character too. Like he truly believes he's two different people. Like, I get,
right.
yeah, it's a funny bit if he's like, I'm a ventriloquist, but he's bad at it. But I think for the interest of, like, yeah, we know we're silly, but they do ground it fairly well. I think that would go against it if he wasn't good at it.
Yeah,
So I'm glad they didn't do that, I think.
yeah. Well, I guess we all agree with Paul Dini here.
I think a lot of people do, most of the time.
Yes. He should. I don't know what he's doing right now with Bruce Timm. They got to do something else.
Oh, you know what he's doing.
Oh, he's making Batman 2. He's not. Let's get into the next episode where we talked about early on to this episode. It is episode 64, The Worry Man. Your favorite episode, Daniel. Your favorite episode.
Are you sure this was a real episode?
It's a real episode. Veronica Veerland.
And the return.
The return of Veronica Veerland hosts a party celebrating her return from her trip to South America, eager to share stories and also promote environmental awareness.
You almost said South Africa. And she's like, I discovered an emerald mine.
No, not Africa.
Now I'm more rich.
No.
And they all applaud. Yay!
Well, the party doubles as a fundraiser on behalf of the rainforest. Virulin is back. Of course, we remember her from the Birds of the Feather episode where she used Penguin. Do you guys still think that she still likes Penguin?
No.
No, I don't think she ever really liked Penguin. I think she just like felt bad for him.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, how could you like him? Look at the little guy.
Yeah.
Well, in attendance are Bruce Wayne and Hayden Salone?
Voiced by? Immediately clocked this voice.
Raven Simone.
It is not Raven Simone. Who is it?
LeVar Burton.
Yes, that's the name.
Geordie LaForge from Star Trek Next Generation.
And he directed one of the Disney comms.
Boy, did he.
Which one was it? It was not Smart House. It was not Up and Away.
I'm gonna let you figure this
Which
one out.
Which one was it? Hold on. We need to know which one he directed.
Yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure it was Smart House.
Okay, it was Smart House. Okay, beautiful. Great. Fantastic. I lost my train of thought. A security broker, that's who he is, who is frank about the stress he is experiencing at work. Overhearing, Veronica shows them the special souvenirs, Worry Men, miniature dolls that are meant to be placed under the pillow. Veronica was told that the little man will absorb all the owner's troubles at night, allowing them to sleep to give them a stress-free day. Hayden and Bruce both indulge her and take some. Did you guys have these Worry Men?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask that. No, I don't think these are real.
You don't think so?
No, you didn't look that up as a little fun fact? You're like, I don't Worry Men exist.
I don't want to look it up, and that might break the illusion, but like, if they do exist, would you guys take it?
If you don't want to break the illusion, why are you asking me now?
Well, hold on. My mic is messed up. Hold on. Yes. No, I would take them. What about you guys?
Then you already
take them? No.
Yeah, use them.
No, they look kind of ugly, and I wouldn't trust this lady. First of all,
Oh, it's Veronica Veerland.
Yeah,
oh, that's true.
Exactly.
I forgot about her.
I got them in South America from a totally non-suspicious man with an English accent.
I would have expected that she like stole them or like I don't know, like robbed some like cultural site of these things, and they're like possessed.
Yeah, you want to do that.
They
Well,
look like the little they look like the little Playmobil people.
a little bit.
That's all I have to say about it. That's my last
No,
note.
no. I'm thinking how they look like. Yeah, they do kind of look like him. Like them.
They're kind of cute. Yeah, they're kind of cute. They're all right.
A little bit. Well, just then, Bruce noticed a mysterious figure watching the party through the skylight.
Yeah, he sees a brown man, and he assumes he's up to no good.
You're right. He slips away and assumes his Batman costume and confronts the man, who is dressed as a Native American shaman. Batman says "party crasher" to the Native American. Was Batman referring to the Wedding Crashers with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn?
No,
I don't think so.
more specifically, he and the other goons later they're all dressed like Aztec, like jaguar shamans and stuff. So it is specific. Like, I guess technically that is still Native American, but it's like more specifically like South American.
Yeah, it might be cultural appropriation well, I don't know.
It is, but it's not their fault. We don't know that yet, but it's not their fault.
Yeah. I see. Well, the shaman attacks Batman with an amazing agility and the authentic blowgun. During the fight, a model suspended from the ceiling comes loose, and Batman is forced to let the shaman go in order to stop it collapsing on the partygoers. Batman examines the blowgun, which appears to be authentic. Alfred, noticing that Bruce appears tired and stressed, he slips a few of the worry men under the pillow before tucking his master in the bed. I feel like the Worry Man reminds me of what was that movie? Small Soldiers.
Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, we
Yes.
know Small Soldiers.
I'm not really sure that I'm connecting the dots here for you, but
directed by Joe Dante.
Yeah.
That these guys are small.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Or the movie Indian and the Cupboard, because we have Native Americans here.
did you ever read those books? There were like a lot of them.
How many are there?
I read at least 4 of them, but I think there were more.
I thought there was only a few, like 1 or 2. I know there are a lot
I'm sure
more.
it doesn't matter, but I'll look it up.
All right, thank you.
Abrar read Magic Treehouse.
Oh, yes, I did. Then the next day, Bruce Wayne surprises his employees by making a large cash withdrawal from the company account, several million of dollars, and taking away in a briefcase, which he throws away. I like how he was whistling in the process. He's like, da 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 da, and he just throws the money away.
He was happy.
He was very happy. Hours later, he claims to have no recollection of what he's done. More strangely, the news reports that Hayden and a number of other executives have been arrested for embezzling funds from their own companies. Batman realizes that they were all attendees at Veronica's party. He trails Veronica Virland and sees her preparing to throw a bag over the rail. He stops her, but then they both are attacked by the shaman, now backed up by 2 helpers in similar costumes. Batman fights them off with difficulty. They escape without the bag. Veronica opens it and is shocked to find it is full of jewelry. I would freak out if it was all my 4K Blu-rays in that briefcase. I'll be the same thing.
I'm sure they wanted to steal that. All of
Dude.
your 4K Blu-ray.
Dude, you know how many I have? I have too many of them. So imagine all of them in a briefcase, and I'm gonna throw it out. That would
The jewel of your collection.
I don't think you could lift it.
No,
There were 5 Indian in the Cupboard books. There was the Indian in the Cupboard, the Return of the Indian, the Secret of the Indian, the Mystery of the Cupboard, and the Key to the Indian. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So at no point did they ever start calling him a Native American.
No.
No. The most recent one came out in 1998. So.
Oh. Will they make a comeback?
What was he doing? I never read it. I never saw the movie. What was he doing in that damn cupboard? Why were there 5 books?
You gotta watch the movie at least.
No, it's not specifically the Indian is he's a toy, and the cupboard makes the toys come to life. It's the inspiration for Toy Story.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
You should watch the movie, man.
The kid just kept putting stuff in there and making things come to life.
Yeah, he had like a little cowboy, and there's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, don't do the cowboy and the Native American.
They were friends. It's okay.
They're not going to get along.
No, they were friends.
You gotta watch the movie, man.
Cowboys become friends with Roman centurions.
The toys have no prejudice.
That's not true. Let's move on.
Yes. Feeling that the warrior men have failed to take away her troubles, Veronica plucks off the set that she's been wearing in her hair and starts to fling them overboard. Batman stops her and examines the dolls more closely, asking Veronica where she got them. She replies, "At a souvenir shop in South America from a little funny man wearing a big straw hat." Yes. Batman looks and sees a tiny microchip chip inside each of the dolls. An Englishman, he guesses correctly. Wait a minute, guys. I have a mad feeling about this Englishman.
Did you write that down in your notes?
I did. I was very proud when I did that.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to take that pride away from you. Good job.
Thank you. At the Batcave, Batman explains to Alfred that the microchips are designed to influence the human subconscious, a method that clearly points to the culprit, the Mad Hatter. Guys, we have how many episodes of Mad Hatter? At least 4 or 3, and we only have 1 episode of Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze is special. Too special.
I mean, I think that's one. I think that's one con of this show. It's just that statement. For me, at least.
Not enough Mr. Freeze and too much Mad Hatter.
Yeah, we need more. We need more Freeze and less madness.
You don't like Mad Hatter, Abrar?
I'd rather see Mr. Freeze. Come on.
Roddy McDowell, this is your guy of Planet of the Apes.
I know, but dude, Mr. Freeze with the red eyes, come on.
That's pretty good. Won't lie.
He has one clue. A strip of material torn from one of the henchmen's costumes, which is definitely not authentic. The computer traces the material to a costume supply factory, which must be Hatter's hideout. At the factory, Hatter is outraged to find that the robbery of Veronica's jewels has failed. Batman appears, but is overcome by the combined forces of the Hatter's henchmen and a series of oversized stage puppets in the likeness of his rogues. Do you guys like this scene here?
Yeah, I do, admittedly. I like the part because he's fighting all the puppets, the rogue puppets, and the big Joker, Jack in the Box, crushes the little Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And the Riddler tries to light him up with the gun, whatever. And then he gets to a point where there's just 3 guys wearing that like South American tribal gear, just standing there.
Yeah.
And he gives him this look of like, "Are you real?" "No, I don't think you're real." And he walks away. But then they are real. It's like, Batman, come on.
Yeah, the thing is, it's he kind of did the same thing in his own episode, right? In the previous episodes. What was the first episode where he was in that lab place? I forgot which episode it was. It was one of his episodes.
Hang on. I'm sorry. Daniel just posted a GIF from Indian in the Cupboard. I didn't know this kid had a RoboCop toy. This is cool. I will watch this.
You should watch it, man. It's a good movie. But yeah, I feel like he's copying his own stick and his own episodes before. So I'm like, all right.
And
Again,
Abrar, there's a Mr. Freeze puppet in the back.
do we count that as like the second time we see him?
I don't know.
wouldn't.
That comes down to you and how much you want to be happy in your life.
I'll say no.
Oh, okay, then
Definitely
you
not.
don't want to be happy then.
I need. Oh, okay. Now I'm happy. I forgot that Mr. Freeze has his own movie that we're about to rewatch soon. It's coming up. It's coming up within maybe in a month or so, but it's coming up. And then now I'm happy now. I'm happy. Daniel, do you like the scene here?
Nope.
I guess not. Yeah, I don't think you like the scene. Well,
Huh?
Matt had. Do you like the scene here?
Well, it's I didn't realize I was still muted. Yeah, no, it's like fine. Yeah, it's definitely like the highlight of this episode for sure because it's like it's cute. You got the little dudes. I don't know. There's not like much to say about it that you didn't already cover.
No, I got you. Yeah, it's okay. Well, Matt Hatter explains that he has planned to give up his criminal ways, liar, except he needs money for his retirement.
That's the same thing that Scarecrow was saying, basically. He was like, I gotta rob college football to pay for my other stuff.
They should be a tag team at this moment.
Hypnotize and then fear gas.
That kind of works.
We're coming up on something that Batman's about to do, a physical feat of strength that I think is so impressive.
Yes.
I need you to talk about it so I can say it is one of the sole reasons I'm giving this episode a thumbs up.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's get into it. Veronica's trip to South America was a perfect opportunity for the fundraising. Mad Hatter's partner in this endeavor, the shaman, actually a humble local craftsman who made original dolls. The other henchmen are just local street thugs. Hatter prepares to execute Batman in a real functioning guillotine. Before Hatter drops the blade, Batman triggers a sonic pulse that disables the mind control devices. The Mad Hatter drops the blade anyway and holds his own now rebellion gang at bay with a pistol. But Batman escapes the trap and brings the Mad Hatter down.
He like grabs onto the sides of the guillotine.
Yeah.
He's facing upwards. If he was facing down, like you're supposed to, as the French intended, he wouldn't have been able to save himself here. But he's facing upwards, so he with his core strength hoists his legs up, and then with his feet, like, doesn't catch the blade. Obviously, the blade doesn't cut through his feet or anything. He like stomps and pushes so hard on the side of the blade that it just stops it from falling all the way. That's so. Has this ever been done in something before this? I mean, in theory, someone sat up at night thinking like, how would you escape a guillotine? And this is the answer, I guess.
This is the answer. Also, he is upside down, right? Isn't that like worse?
No, well, if you see the blade coming,
yeah,
it's probably scary. I mean, you saw Batman's face when it started to fall.
Right. You're
like,
scared.
Yeah, but man, I was enamored with how Batman got out of this trap.
Dude, amazing.
Batman would escape a jigsaw trap and not be hurt.
Ooh.
I want you to think about that.
Ooh. Can he escape the candle, the naked candle trap?
Yes, he would have.
He would dress up as the one in the Ra's al Ghul episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But yeah. Also, I don't think the blade. If you're facing that way, I don't think the blade will go completely through. I think it will still like slice your throat.
I mean, it would go through your neck as much as it would the other side. It lops off your head entirely. Your head is not. Your neck is not stronger or softer on one side. I mean, there'd be more muscle on the back, I guess. Technically, but it would still go all the way through.
That is true. That is true. Well, I do not want to be guillotined anytime soon.
It'll happen someday.
Oh, please no. While Batman recovers, he reports to Alfred that the shaman showed a little interest in punishing the Hatter and was content with a plane ticket home. He even left Mad Hatter a little present to ensure that he will take up his criminal ways again. Never take up his criminal ways again. In Arkham Asylum, the Mad Hatter tosses and turns on his bed, unable to sleep peacefully. He rolls over, showing a miniature Batman doll lying beneath his pillow.
Another classic case of Batman just fucking with and teasing his villains. Sometimes you push him too far and he has to get his own back. He had to custom make that, by the way.
Yeah.
He had to go to, who would he have gone to? Not Lucius Fox. He would have gone to somebody and said, I need you to tailor make a tiny little Batman suit to put on this worryman.
The guy from the Ghost episode.
The Grey Ghost?
The Grey Ghost episode, the villain episode. Forgot the name.
Oh, he went and made another guy he put in jail.
Yeah.
Make him a thing.
Yeah.
All right. You say so.
Well, guys, are we giving this episode a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I do not hate Mad Hatter as some of my contemporaries do. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. I thought it was, it's fine. The whole bit where he's fighting him at the end kind of saves it, I think.
I think so too. What about you, Daniel? Do you hate a guy wearing hats?
Yeah,
You're wearing a hat right
sure.
now.
Yeah, I think anyone wearing a hat, especially like a white baseball hat, should be drop kicked.
Well, I'm glad wearing a basketball hat.
No, it's a baseball cap that says Knicks on it.
That's why I have sent someone to your home. Your brother will be seeing you soon.
You're gonna get a worryman.
I would give this a thumbs down. It's not that it's like bad or anything. It's just like this is a completely skippable episode. Like the fight at the end is neat for sure. It's cool, but it just feels like so wildly left field of like the Mad Hatter's doing a thing and he sent some like Jaguar man from the Aztec and like that girl from a previous episode that you don't remember is here. I don't know. It just feels like they were like, I don't know. We got to get 22 episodes or whatever this season. So let's throw them down there. Like, when they're doing like syndication for an old TV show and like every fourth episode is just nonsense. This feels like one of those.
I guess so. I'm also giving it a thumbs down. I just don't like the Mad Hatter at this point, man. Too many episodes.
You're a hater.
I'm a hatter. I'm a hatter.
I think the Mad Hatter. Let me see here. I think we've had about. Well, it's only been like 3 or 4 episodes.
More than one.
That's too much.
Yeah. Give me more freeze than Hatter, man. Come on.
I mean, the villain we've seen the most of so far, unsurprisingly, has been Joker.
It has been, yeah.
And then next, actually, we've seen
Catwoman,
Two-Face Penguin, Harley Quinn, and then Catwoman. Those are like the ones we've seen the most of. But to be fair, that's including the fact that Two-Face had a 2-parter, But so did Catwoman.
She did too.
We've had 3 Mad Hatters, I think. 2 Killer Crocs, but one of them wasn't really Killer Croc. 4 Poison Ivies, I think. This is a rough count.
Well,
3 Clayfaces.
Clayface, I'm fine with. His episodes are great. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Do we blame Alfred for this episode?
Oh, because he put it under his pillow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him for the whole episode, but like, I would definitely blame him a little bit.
Bruce brought it home,
but he put it on his pillow.
That's just what butlers are supposed to do.
Yeah, that's true. Very kind.
I wouldn't blame Alfred for anything. Remember that time in the Batman where Alfred opened a bomb and it blew up the house?
He didn't know until the very end. Yeah,
exactly.
That is true. Well, I do have an interesting fact for this episode, guys. This episode makes it clear that the Mad Hatter in the DCAU is English. despite the pronunciation of the certain words in American English, possibly for American audience who have think otherwise, that he don't understand him. So he's an Englishman.
I mean, his name is Jervis. I feel like that should have tipped us off.
Jervis is it's not an American name. Jervis? There's Jarvis. Is Jarvis a
That
British
Jarvis
name?
was also an English person. Yeah.
Ah.
You didn't watch the Agent Carter show?
2 episodes. I was like,
Well,
let me knock it
Jarvis
off.
is in those, so you should have known.
How do he look like? Oh, he looked like
A tall white guy.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
All right, guys. We are now in our last episode in season 1. How do you guys feel now? We have now watched. Well, we already watched this episode, but we have watched 65 episodes of Batman the Animated Series. How do you guys feel?
That's crazy, and I feel like the whole time you've been saying that, I've been like, season 1, but we're halfway done at least. So yeah, season 2, quote unquote, is only 20 episodes, and then season 3 is
23, I think.
24.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, we are. This is the end of season 1, but we're done basically. We're halfway done.
Yeah, we started in what, January? End of January? It's almost May? Or by the time this releases in May. But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. But let's get into our last episode, guys. I'll let you guys, one of you guys say the title of this episode here.
Paging the Crime Doctor?
Yes, sir. Episode 65.
What word were you concerned you couldn't say?
Nothing. I just want you guys to be participating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was going to say
It took you
pagging.
the last episode of season 1 to get that to happen?
Yeah, I should have done this before. All right. Episode 65, Paging the Crime Doctor. A lone armored truck drives the night streets of Gotham. Are you guys scared? It's at night.
Terrified.
Oh, Jinx! You guys owe each other
No.
a bottle of water.
Wasn't at the same time.
Soda. Oh. An ambulance drives up behind it, and the drivers pull over. However, the ambulance drivers pull out a gun and blows out the truck's tires. They then hurt a gas bomb into the truck, causing the drivers to pass out and crash. The trio of criminals crawl out of the ambulance and steals its cargo. They muse over how easy the job was, but Batman comes to destroy them of that notion.
Jesus.
The crooks put up a fight, but Batman manages to force them to crash and proceeds to apprehend them. However, one of the criminals takes one of the stolen cargo, a surgical laser, and fires it at Batman. His cowl is grazed, and though the laser malfunctions, Batman is thrown off balance just enough for the crooks to throw him off from the bridge. They believe the Batman is dead, but he has luckily managed to land on a cable car and escapes. What a opening scene we have here. I feel like Batman needed Robin's help.
Yeah, Robin needs to stop going away to college. This is too much.
Yeah, it's 4 years, right? But there's summer breaks. There's winter breaks. Well, it's not even a week in college. It's like 1 day. So
What, winter break?
yeah, I
Winter
remember
break is like 2 weeks.
for high school, but for college is like
Well,
it depends on your schedule.
yeah, I guess it depends on like your semester ends, but normally winter break happens in between semesters.
Maybe Texas is different. I don't know.
Bro, we both went to college in the same state.
Different schools have different policies. I don't know.
Not even we there was a time where we went to the same exact college.
One time, yeah. There was one time. And I showed you that
One time
play.
is enough. That's still the
all right, you win. The thugs run off to Rupert Thorne we all hate Daniel, I know you hate the
Son of a
Thorn.
bitch, he's back.
He's a very bitchy guy, right, Daniel?
Bitch.
Rupert Thorne?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is funny because this is an episode about him and his brother, and one of the first episodes we saw him in was him messing up those other two brothers' relationships.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you guys are either of you upset at all
Yes.
that the DCU won't be able to use Rupert Thorne in anything because they already killed him?
What do you mean?
No, I don't care.
Rupert Thorne was in Creature Commandos.
Oh.
He killed Dr. Phosphorus's family, and then Dr. Phosphorus like melted him or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Thorne's not like a person that I care about. If it was like Falcone or Maroni or something, then like maybe. But no, Thorne's just like around.
All right.
I feel
don't
like
disagree.
Thorn is known for at least the show, not nowhere else.
Well, I'm sure he made comic book appearances.
A little bit. Well, yeah. So the thugs run off to Rupert Thorne, who is going to see a doctor, as Daniel mentions, his own brother Matthew Thorne, who specializes in helping criminals. Rupert Thorne is a little sus that his thugs managed to kill Batman, but he got others to think about it. Oh no, he's got other things to think about. Excuse me. He gives Matthew the medical laser, but Matthew is not happy. Rupert Thorne mentions how he thinks that there is no reason for the concept for the contempt. However, Matthew relates how he failed to report a bullet as is required by law, that he was removed from Rupert Thorne. That the remove from Rupert on his insistence, which cost him his license, as now he can't practice. Rupert he doesn't care and starts yelling at Matthew. Suddenly, he starts having heart problems and falls to the ground. Guys, do you guys remember in Breaking Bad where Walter White, or I think Jesse as well, had to visit the doctor in the middle of nowhere? This is what it reminds me of.
I'm sorry, when in Breaking Bad? When they were in Mexico?
Yeah, when in Mexico and they had to go to the crime doctor to patch them up.
I think just Jesse went.
Was it just Jesse?
Place. Yeah,
I feel like Walter talked to him as well.
This is, you know what? This is classic getting off track. You got me talking about Breaking Bad. There was a crime doctor in Breaking Bad. Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, meanwhile, Leslie Tompkins, Ray loves her, treats a few patients and is visited by Batman. He falls to the ground in front of her, and she diagnoses him with a concussion. She prescribes him with some medicine and tells him to stay in bed the whole day. But she knows that he won't do it, and remembers how Thomas Wayne knew Bruce was too stubborn as well. Batman should listen to Leslie, guys. Why he's not doing it?
Well, if he didn't stop when he was blind, he's not going to stop now.
Yeah, Batman's not great at listening, period.
Oh, man.
Which is ironic, because when he was blind, he had to listen.
Oh.
No, he got the red eyes.
He did get the red eyes, but that didn't help him the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, after some x-rays of Rupert, Matthew diagnoses him with a tumor that's pressing against the aorta and restricting the flow of blood into the heart. He tells Rupert that it could be removed easily, but it must be done in the hospital. Rupert refuses, knowing that his enemies will bribe the doctors to kill him by accident, quotation marks. Matthew reminds him that without the operation, he's a goner anyway, in the state that he can do it in a illegal clinic, as he is over his head with just an equipment he has. Do if this happened to you, Or if you had a brother like this, what would you do?
Which side of it are you asking about? If I'm the doctor and my brother is a crime lord, or if I'm a crime lord and my brother is a disgraced doctor?
We'll split this up. Daniel's one and I'm the other. So tell us who's who.
Daniel, you are Rupert Thorne.
Okay.
Well, your brother is not helping you to
It's me. I'm the brother.
Yeah,
put him in the gulag. Put the boots to him. Put screws in his thumbs.
Wait, first, you would have to ask me if I would help first. Before Daniel knows his situation.
Yeah. So, Daniel, do you need your brother's help? He's not helping you out.
No, you have to. You haven't asked me if I'm helping yet.
Oh, it's Skyler. Why are you not helping your brother?
Get him.
Because Abrar won't let me. That's why. So we're both gonna end up fighting Abrar on this one, Daniel. I'm sorry. He won't. He will not let me help you. It is not in the script.
All right, I'll send goons to put the boots to both you and him.
Ah, damn it.
Well,
Rupert tells him
I'm not a good guy.
You're not. Rupert tells him there must be someone who can help him to do it in the clinic. Matthew states that there's only one doctor who can help him do it, but not wanting to see his brother die, he eager to recover his license, which Rupert promised him if he helps. Matthew talks about Leslie Tompkins, who can help him. Rupert sends his thugs over, but Matthew insists on going with them. Rupert's thugs go to Leslie, who knows about Matthew's criminal activities. She refuses to help save Rupert, and Matthew regretfully allows the thugs to take her by force. I forgot to ask: is Matthew Thorne in the comics?
I don't know.
You're asking the wrong people.
We need Ray.
You gotta get the dorks on this one.
Whoa!
It's a Ray and Anthony thing.
Yeah, my thing here is like Leslie should have just helped him. Like, she's a doctor. The Hippocratic Oath. Yeah, you're supposed to help people even if you don't like them. Like, that's not that doesn't matter.
Well, clearly, we've seen how things unfolded. Abrar wouldn't let her help either.
Yeah, she's got the hypocritical oath. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Also, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if it's canon in this version of Batman, but like Bruce's dad famously, in most of the continuities that I've read, like helped Carmine Falcone's dad when he got shot.
Yes.
So like, there's precedent. Precedent has been set. Also, we don't even know if that's illegal. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or police officer. I shot much lower. But I'm pretty sure if you're a doctor and you help someone who's a criminal, you aren't like then complicit to their crimes or anything. Like, there's no crime. Like, that's not illegal.
No,
she wouldn't get in trouble or anything.
You would probably have to report where they are and what they're doing afterwards, or else then you would be complicit or something. But I don't think her going to help save a life. I guess her as a doctor, her hang up was like, if I go do this like shady surgery in a warehouse somewhere instead of in a hospital where it should be done, then I'm going to lose my medical license.
I think it's different. Because you might be right, and mine is stupider, to be clear. I think that what it is that her and what was it, Matthew Thorne, the brother?
Yeah.
I think that they used to have a thing going. And so like when he got back in touch with her, she thought it was going to be like they were going to rekindle something and they were going to like start going on dates again. And she was so disappointed that Matthew just like wanted to save people's lives. And she was like, what about my lives? What about my needs as a woman? And then she didn't want to do it anymore.
I think you're just trying to besmirch Leslie's name because it's Ray's favorite character.
Oh, I'm sorry. Leslie Tompkins not allowed to get what's important to her. She's not allowed to have love in her life.
You've painted her in quite a selfish light, is all I'm saying.
She's allowed to feel emotions.
She's allowed to feel emotions, that's for sure.
Well, I do agree with everything there. Back at Rupert's hideout, Leslie and Matthew prepare for the surgery. Leslie is sus that Matthew will really get his license back, but Matthew is sure his brother won't turn on him. Meanwhile, Batman checks a fabric sample and learns that the thugs were working for Rupert Thorne and wonders why he would want a surgical laser. Deciding to pay Leslie a visit, he and Alfred find the entire place in shambles. Searching the room, they find a picture of Leslie and Thomas when they were still in medical school. Reading the message on the back, very sweet. Reading the message on the back, thanks for all the good times with the two best friends. Love, Matt. Alfred remembers that Matthew was a colleague of Thomas Wayne in medical school. Bruce looks up the school yearbook and finds Matthew Thomas's picture. Realizing that the connection to Rupert, he deduces where Leslie is. What a connection this is. I wish Batman can find that on like a back computer. If you can find a tattoo named Rhino.
The
operation.
There's a pause there. I didn't know what you wanted me to do there. I apologize. I think I missed my cue.
It's okay. The operation the operation was successful, and Matthew and Leslie leave the operating room. Unfortunately, Rupert and his thugs, with orders to kill Leslie once it was over. Man, that's kind of cold-blooded. Batman arrives, but one of the thugs ambushes him. The Batman is still suffering from his concussion, and finds it difficult to maintain focus, especially when he's orderly hits him directly in the concussion spot. Have you guys seen that movie Concussion with Will Smith?
No,
it's pretty good.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
It only gets worse when the thugs manage to get a hold of the surgical laser and starts firing on him. Fortunately, Batman manages to
That laser OP, you got to nerf that laser. It was cutting through those boxes so hard, so fast. It went. It did not stop. It did not pass go. That it like he may as well have not been hiding. He should have just kept running.
Put the laser in Fortnite.
They have one.
Am I right?
There's a laser in Fortnite right now.
There is a laser.
Put this laser.
Ooh,
this one.
Honestly, they kind of look the same, to be honest.
The Batman, the animated series, 1993, medical laser.
Dude, they should
about to get a ton of lasers because the next season's going to be all about Star Wars. But
dude, they should.
You're playing it. It's got Darth Jar Jar in it. And you're like obsessed with that.
You know you're playing Darth Jar Jar. Don't even.
You're gonna buy it. It's a $20 skin. You're gonna buy it.
I'm not buying that skin, and
That's
I only
the skin
play.
You're gonna buy.
You definitely gonna buy it.
I'm only playing the original map, not the new map.
No, you're gonna lose a bet, and you have to buy the Darth Jar Jar.
You can still use the new skins on the old map.
No, I am. I'm just using. I like the old map better.
It doesn't matter. Get back to Batman.
Well, I do want to say they should put the anime series characters in Fortnite.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
they should.
Honestly, they may have, and I just don't know. It's not impossible.
I would know. But they have the other Batmans, but not this. Fortunately, Batman managed to outsmart and defeats him. I do have this in my notes, guys. Have you guys had a concussion before?
No.
Not diagnosed.
Oh, you got
undiagnosed. Are there times that you thought you may have had a concussion?
There's been a time or two where I've smacked my head pretty goddamn hard. Yeah.
Why?
I've ever smacked my head.
Why? Like I did it on purpose?
For me.
Yeah, did you do it on purpose?
No.
Couldn't get to sleep. Thought it would help.
I don't know how a concussion would feel. How does it feel?
I don't know. I don't know. I've had one.
I know that apparently it messes up your vision really bad, so that you start seeing stars and like black spots. It makes you really woozy, and then you throw up a bunch.
Oh, bro, you've watched enough wrestling to know like.
Oh, we've definitely seen
somebody's
CTE.
Concussed.
Yeah, but I want to know how it feels.
Oh, I'll show you how it feels. You son of a bitch.
Whoa. Don't be like Kingpin in the last episode of Daredevil.
Oh, I'm gonna be like spoilers because Daniel hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, I won't say it.
For concussion?
Someone. Let's just say someone gets a concussion.
They did.
Are you under the impression that you guys have successfully talked around this guy getting his head crushed enough that I don't know that someone gets their head crushed?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Symptoms of concussion: headache, nausea, vomiting, balance problems, dizziness, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to noise, visual problems, numbness, or tingling and neck pain. That's what it feels like. Does that help?
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. Well, shout out to all those people who have a concussion.
You're telling me you were a
stay strong.
medical practitioner and you didn't know the symptoms of a concussion?
I was never a medical practitioner.
You were a doctor and you didn't know?
I'm not a doctor. I'm a public health major who knows things.
Yeah, you know how to call people on the phone and ask them if they have COVID.
That was part of my job. As Batman deals with the thugs, Matthew wants to leave Leslie alive and takes her home. But the thugs say that if he interferes with them killing Leslie, the deal is off. Matthew agrees, but he says he wants to do it his way. He will give her an injection which will be quick, painless, and can be made to look like she died of a heart attack. Again, another cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's very cold. I said it before. Cold Stone. No, that's Creamery.
He can't help himself. It's cold-hearted, cold-blooded, cold.
Yes, cold-hearted. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Leslie is unsurprised at the fact that she'll be killed, and disgustingly calls Matthew no better than his brother. Damn.
That's one of the worst things you can say to somebody who has a brother.
Yes. However, Matthew suddenly sticks Rupert's thug with the injection, which was actually which actually was filled with a sedative. Excuse me.
You worked at a hospital.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize why he doesn't anymore.
Not recently. So again, sleepy pills. Sleepy injection, causing him to pass out. Let's go, Matthew.
Oh yeah, he murdered a man.
No, he did not. But yeah, it's Matthew. We thought he was just like his brother, but no, he is not his brother. He is not his brother's keeper. Cameron Diaz, sister's keeper. Matthew tells Leslie that
reference to my sister's. Wait, hold on. My sister's keeper. Is that what
we shout out your show on ours, right?
My sister's keeper. We were nice to you this week too.
We were on this with our good friend Abrar, and then people were like, "Oh, let's see what this is about," and then it's this.
My sister's keeper. Is that the one where she has to like give her organs to her sister? Like she was made.
Yeah.
Like they had a second daughter, so that the second daughter could give organs to the first daughter. That's the reference you're making right now.
Yeah.
That's dirty. That's gross.
I just remember that movie.
I thought we were having fun here.
We're having fun.
I can see the finish line of season 1. It's right there. Just keep going.
I see it.
Let's sit here and talk about My Sister's Keeper for a while.
No.
Again, of course, we always have unhinged episodes, and this is one of them. So I'm glad you guys.
At this point, it's your fault.
No. I didn't start it.
You definitely started talking about My Sister's Keeper.
This one,
I did. Anywho,
hey, have you guys heard about concussion with Will Smith? What's a concussion feel like? I ain't started though.
Excuse me. Matthew then tells Leslie that they have to leave. She's surprised that Matthew sided with her, but he says that his license isn't worth a person's life. Leslie is relieved knowing that Matthew is back to his old self. Unfortunately, the thug is discovered by another thug, and he calls for help. Matthew and Leslie makes their way up to the elevator to the roof of the building while Batman arrives and handles the thugs. Unfortunately, one of them manages to get into the elevator and onto the roof on the roof. Matthew manages to jump onto the next rooftop, but Leslie isn't sure she can make it, and only to
Why are you
leap.
laughing? Don't laugh at
Because
that.
how can she jump? She's an old lady. How can
Oh
she
my
jump to
God.
another rooftop?
Don't laugh at her.
I mean, I get Matthew. I don't think. I think he's, no, they're the same age.
Now you're saying, oh, I get the old man can do it, but the old
No,
lady.
old overweight
that's
man.
exactly what you said.
No. I'm saying now, like they're the same age, so they should not be jumping off rooftops.
That's true.
I mean, that's
shouldn't
definitely
be.
true.
But that's the position they were put in, Abrar.
Yeah,
Also,
I
like
know.
she works with Batman. Like she's definitely had some kind of preparation. You know
No,
what
there's
I mean?
no chance. She didn't do it.
I bet she's doing calf raises at home. You know what I mean? Like she's
Oh.
doing stuff. She's working out.
She's
She's
I
got one
can
of
see
the
that.
sleeper builds. She takes the coat off. She got guns.
Yeah, I don't know how she looks like underneath. So shows her guns.
Hashtag show us the guns. Leslie Guns.
Hello. Oh, she look like
Leslie
Jordan
Guns
Grace.
Tompkins.
Oh, Rhea Ripley, I'll say.
Please
Only
do.
she can make it, and only leaps after the thug starts firing at her. She jumps and barely manages to grab onto the edge. Matthew struggles to pull her up, giving the thug the perfect opportunity to kill them until Batman stops him. Matthew is unable to hold on to Leslie, and she drops. Batman saves her before she hits the ground. I really thought Leslie was going to die here.
You did.
I did.
I mean, that just goes to show how tense it all was, right?
It was. Later, Matthew is being held in custody and receives a visit from Bruce Wayne, who's willing to help with the legal costs and even offers to put some good words to the judge in the hopes of getting him into a lighter sentence, or even better. But Matthew is sus of Bruce's intentions, and upon learning that Bruce wants something in return, he promptly refuses, saying he's no longer for sale. However, Bruce assures Matthew that he doesn't want anything illegal. He simply wants to know about his Faja, Thomas Wayne. Taking him back, Matthew happily accepts, and the two begin to talk. Are we giving this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm going to let Daniel go first.
Oh, I don't like going first. Tough. I think sure, thumbs up. Why not? It's sort of a fun one. I like Leslie well enough. The interaction between the brothers is good. There was some good like relationship stuff going on. So sure, yeah, why not? Not like a super strong thumbs up, but why not?
Yeah, this one wouldn't be a favorite of mine, but I would give it a thumbs up mostly for Matthew's little arc, I suppose. Being dragged down into crime by his ne'er-do-well brother, but fighting back against it because he is a good person. I don't necessarily know if I vibe with Bruce in the "tell me about my father" thing at the end. Like, I mean, obviously Bruce misses his father. Obviously Bruce is obsessed with the parents and how they were murdered, or else he wouldn't be Batman. But I'm just wondering. I mean, sure, this guy did work with Thomas. He could probably give some good stories. It's not beyond the realm of possibility. But I'm just like, Bruce, I'm sure you've met other people that knew your dad. Alfred could tell you about your dad. You know, like I think I take issue with the way he phrased it. Tell me about my father, where he could have said, "Tell me some stories about my dad," which would have made it more sense, made it more personable.
Yeah, they should have changed that script there.
I think that's how I would have phrased it. But I mean, at the end, it doesn't really matter. It's still a sweet ending. So yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
even though I hate Rupert Thorne, I'm sick of him. Yeah, Rupert Thorne, you're mad about Mad Hatter. You know how many fucking Rupert Thorne episodes there have been?
There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
Between Rupert Thorne and Roland Daggett, that's most of the show.
Dude, I hate Roland Daggett. He's literally an evil person.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, look,
good day, Batman. I'm not gonna do it. We're done.
don't do it. Yeah, I'm giving this a thumbs up. I do love that
Rupert
you
Thorne.
can't. No, I do love the concept of like not everyone in your family is like friendly. You might have a mob boss in part of your family.
You might.
This is, or you might have someone going to the wrong direction. Usually most families are like that, and this is very relatable for sure. And also Leslie stood her ground. We always love that.
Oh, stand on business.
She stood on business, as they say. But yeah, it's a great episode. I don't have an interesting fact for this episode.
I got one.
Yes, go ahead.
That's the end of season 1.
That was the interesting fact. This is the last episode of season 1 of Batman the Animated Series. Guys, let's give us a round of applause. We did it.
I'm giving the American Sign Language applaud, where you just shake the hands.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can see you do it.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, that was season 1, guys. Next time where you hear us, we'll be talking about probably one of the greatest. No, it is the greatest animated movie of all time. We'll be talking.
Whoa!
Yes.
Easy, partner.
The greatest animated movie of all time. It is. We'll be talking about Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. That'll be next time, and then after that rewatch, we'll get into season 2 of Batman the Animated Series. Also, I do want to mention that we, of course, if you guys are listening to our listening to our Disney rewatch, we'll be doing You Wish soon as well. Probably after Batman Batman Mask of the Phantasm. So stay tuned for that. Guys, this was great. Season 1. Skyler, where can they find you?
You can find me at Skyler 8-bit on Blue Sky if you feel the need to. And I've also got another thing that Daniel will explain better than I could.
All right, Daniel, where do people want to follow you?
Damn, I don't know why you phrased it like that.
I don't know. If you do, you can follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky at DanielMCG, or you can follow me in Skyler's podcast, Ready Set Replay, on Spotify and YouTube.
Fantastic. And you guys just released an episode where you guys talked about... I know you guys talked about WrestleMania, but there's something else.
I mean, a bunch of stuff. We talked about a bunch of stuff. We talked about WrestleMania. We talked about the video game Avowed quite a bit. We talked about Star Wars Celebration and the Superman Day stuff. Like, there was a bunch of stuff. We covered quite a few topics in that one.
We actually just recorded another episode right before getting on to do yours right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to re-edit the episode that we just put up though, because I did say some positive things about you in it, and I'm regretting those.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that one.
No, don't. Yeah. I will listen to it right after this episode. Guys, please follow these guys here. They're good. They're doing God's work, God's plan.
Don't say that right after the Pope died. You can't say that right after the Pope died, my guy.
I forgot he did. I forgot.
No.
God's in mourning.
I know you haven't listened to the new episode yet, but
I haven't.
We are officially throwing in Daniel's name into the ring to become the new Pope.
That's true.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I could pull off the hat.
Yeah.
That's my qualifications.
But
it's either going to be Daniel or the big turtle from Elden Ring. One of the two.
But can you drive the car?
He doesn't drive his own car.
No, he doesn't drive the car. He's a different guy.
Oh.
And also, I have a license.
Okay.
Not that it matters.
The P license.
But not an Italian license.
Oh, that's true.
Actually, I did drive in Italy when we were there.
James Bond license to P. Is that what you just said?
Wait, you drove in Italy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just get like a temporary license. It's super easy, actually, if you already have an existing license.
How's it driving the other side of the road?
No. Italy is also on the right side of the road.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they'd go left.
Nope.
What happens when you cross a border into a left driving country?
Couldn't tell you. Didn't do it.
That's crazy. Your car just explodes.
To be honest, most of the roads we were driving on were one way, so it really didn't matter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, this was the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. I am on Spotify, where you're listening to right now. I'm also on Apple. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter, YouTube. I never mentioned about my YouTube channel as well. I've gotten about, I want to say, a little over 50 subscribers on YouTube, so I never seen that as a possibility. So thank you, whoever.
Check right now the live number.
Check, yeah, please check right now. Because last time I checked, it was 70.
Well, you just said 50 a second ago, so I don't.
No, I had 70 subscribers the last time I checked.
You have 143, my guy.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. I was not expecting that from YouTube. So thank you, whoever subscribed. I appreciate you guys, and on following me on Spotify as well. So thank you for those who are listening, and for that, guys, I'll let you guys finish off the show.
No, just end it.
Subscribe. I'm leaving.
Subscribe to RSR and this show.
Unsubscribe. No, wait, not that one.
No, press the S.